the National Football League on EA Sports. And if it's in the game, it's in the game. It's the Dallas Cowboys and the New York Jets. All that and more coming up next.
First known as the Meadowlands, EA Sports welcomes you to MetLife Stadium here in East Rutherford, New Jersey. Good to be with you. Mike Tirico, Greg Olson here in the booth. Greg, we've been around for a minute, as the kids like to say. I called your games. There are guys who you played with back in your day who are now the veteran players in the league, and we got a couple of veterans here at quarterback. What a difference it makes for a team when they come in with a guy who knows what he's doing back at quarterback.
Oh, and it really does. And remember, Mike, the only way to gain experience is to gain experience. There's no magic formula. You got to be in the fire, make mistakes, make great plays, learning lessons. The more you see, the better you get, and no position is that more magnified than in the NFL at the quarterback position. So the fact that these guys have played so many games, so many seasons, they've seen so much, that's a huge advantage for each of these teams. Now the question is, in today's matchup, who comes out on top?
And he'll be taken down right at the 29-yard line. So that Cowboy offense takes the field, ready to go to work for the first time. They are led out by their quarterback, Dak Prescott.
And here we see Dak Prescott taking the field, Mike, coming off what a lot of people thought was an MVP caliber season. He finished runner-up, of course, to Lamar Jackson. And people love to nitpick Dak's game. I don't know if it's because he plays for the Cowboys and people love to hate. But regardless, he is as talented as they come. He is the leader of that team. He needs to have the postseason success that he has found in the regular season. Once he does that, I'm not sure what's left to nitpick.
He's got a man. It's CeeDee Lamb. That's a nice pickup on a first down throw. It's a gain of 8.
This is a great example here of just not getting too complicated as an offensive coordinator. Who's one of your best players on the field, and how do you get the ball in his hands?
We'll come to the line now on 2nd and 2. A first carry now for Rico Dowdle. And he'll have enough to move the chains. He'll take this forward for about 3 yards. Now after the run, we get a stoppage for an injured player. Not something you want to see in the opening minute of the game. They'll come up 1st and 10 at the 40. From the shotgun, it's Dak. He's got the open man. That's Jalen Tolbert. They'll break the huddle. It's 2nd and 5. On play action, here's Dak. Catch is made. That is Schoonmaker.
Really well done here by the defense, Mike, executing this zone defense, and they've got to be able to pattern read. You're not just going to drop back to a spot and just play like a robot. Based on what the receivers do off the line, the defenders have different rules of where their zones move to. Well, they had that one dialed in right from the jump, and they were able to stop that play really before it got started. And that's a great job defensively here on 3rd down. Not only taking away all the options down the field through the air, but when the quarterback decides to turn it to a runner himself, they're able to converge and make the play and keep him short of the 1st down.
On 4th down, the veteran Brian Anger on to punt for Dallas. Xavier Gibson to return for the Jets. And we will not have a return here. This one angled out of bounds. So the Jets offense ready to take over for the first time. They are led by their quarterback, the future Hall of Famer Aaron Rodgers.
There's not many guys, Mike, in NFL history that while their career is still ongoing, they already are considered a no-brainer finding themselves in Canton one day. And this guy is certainly at the top of the list. But let's not forget, this is not some washed-up quarterback who can't let go of the past. He is still capable of playing at an all-pro level. And if he continues to do so, any team he's on is going to be a Super Bowl contender.
The drive begins with a run, and it's hauled. And let's give him about 4 on that one. It is Jordan Lewis who brought him down. Here's 2nd and 6. From the shotgun, it's A-Rod. He's got his man, Devontae Adams. And they'll mark him down just shy of the 40.
And this is what you can do when you have one of the best receivers in the game. You understand that even if the coverage is not perfect for the play call, sometimes it's just as simple as my guy is better than your guy, and we're going to just keep giving him a chance.
First down for Aaron. That's to the running back, Breece Hall. And they're going to work this down inside the 45.
Every once in a while, it just comes down to you need somebody in the huddle to just make a play. And it wasn't a whole lot fancy here. The quarterback just dumps the ball down, a quick underneath completion, and then really it's the yards after catch that did the rest. And that's what it takes. You're not always going to have the perfect play. You're not always going to dial up the perfect play against the perfect look. Sometimes players need to make plays, and that was a good one there.
They will run it over center with Hall. And this will be a short gain down to the 41-yard line. The veteran Eric Hendricks on the stop. They face 2nd down and 7. From the gun, Rodgers. That one caught by Wilson. And it'll be a short pickup that's not enough for the first down.
This is one of those throws where you're hoping you do most of the damage after the catch, but give credit to the defense. Once that ball was caught, they were on him quickly, and there was nowhere for him to go after the catch.
They'll try to run for it with Hall. And he's going to have the first down. They'll mark him at the 29, but it's a new set of downs. First down picked up.
Really just the same approach that an offense would take on a quarterback sneak, Mike. You don't necessarily have to spring them for a huge gain. Can you buy just enough space up front to pick up 1 yard? That's exactly what they did. Pick up the first down.
A-Rod now to throw on first down. To the outside, complete. It's Wilson. He is in. Garrett Wilson. Touchdown, Jets.
We're seeing this so much all across the NFL, Mike, is the value placed on a receiver being able to turn into a runner after they're able to secure the catch. And sometimes it's easier said than done. But if you want to survive in this league as a wide receiver, you have to be able to make plays like this after the catch. And great job there by the quarterback being accurate, and great job by the receiver running after he makes the catch.
Greg Zuerlein now for the point after. His kick is good, and the Jets will take a 7-0 lead. So after the touchdown at the other end, Zuerlein is out to kick this one off. This one taken at the 7. Nice job by the return team as he takes it across the 30-yard line. The Cowboys offense ready to see the football for the second time. They were forced to punt the first time through. It led to a touchdown, so down 7-0 as they get the ball back for 1st and 10. Here's 1st and 10. Now Prescott going to make the read and keep it himself. And that'll be a pickup of 3.
Nice job by the defense. They had that one well read from the beginning, Mike. Someone's responsible for the running back, but the key here was the defender responsible for the quarterback. Stays with him, keeps him to a short gain.
2nd and 7. They'll run former K-State product Deuce Vaughn. And he's going to struggle to get back to the line, maybe a yard. Will McDonald, their tackle. Here comes 3rd and 6. Operating from the gun, here's Dak. He'll be forced to just throw that one away. It's incomplete.
Here's the quarterback doing everything in his power to extend this play, and none of his guys could get open. You got to see someone separate, work with your quarterback, go into scramble second reaction mode, and it also give some credit to the back end doing a nice job plastering with their assignment, and he had no choice but to throw it away.
And he'll get forward a few yards on the return. And that's where the offense will take over. The Jets offense ready to take over for their 2nd possession. They lead 7-0 thanks to the touchdown on the opening drive. So try to double up here as they begin this drive 1st and 10. Working out of the gun, it's Rodgers. He'll air it out deep for Wilson. And penalty flags come in as it winds up incomplete, but no doubt there was contact there. Rodgers on 1st down. That's complete. It's Malachi Corley. And he's close to a 1st down. It's a gain of 9. Nice pitch and catch on 1st down. Second and a yard. To throw is Rodgers. He'll be forced to just throw that one away. It's incomplete.
Nice example there, Mike, of the quarterback just being smart with the ball, understanding it didn't quite develop the way he had intended. Throw that ball out of harm's way, live to play another down.
3rd and a yard. On the give, it's Hall. And it looks like he's going to have enough for the 1st down. Yes, he does. 1st and goal coming up. It'll be 1st and goal when we come back. The Jets have the advantage. More from MetLife Stadium after this. Ball resting on the 9. 1st down and goal. They'll run. It's Hall. Marked down at the 6. second and goal. Rodgers to throw. Now he'll run it. And he's able to gain yardage out of this one before he slides.
Great job in coverage here. Nowhere for the quarterback to go with the ball. He decides to tuck it and turn into a runner. They get to him quickly. Picks up a couple yards, but not enough now. Brings up third down.
Big play coming up. Third and goal. Rodgers now. He'll be forced to just throw that one away. It's incomplete.
So defensively, there's always the initial pass coverage plan, and then when that breaks down and the quarterback goes into scramble mode, how fast can you then move on to the second phase and what they call plaster, meaning find the nearest receiver and almost play him man-to-man, and it's exactly what they did here, and there was nowhere for the ball to go, and he's forced to just throw it away. Yeah, he does a nice job handling that kick there, but I think offensively, you come back to the sideline and you're thinking, we have to find a way to finish these drives. I mean, to be in first and goal and settle for 3, that can be very deflating for an offense settling for too many field goals.
So the lead is now 10-0 as this kicks away. Cavante Turpin on the return. And he'll work this one past the 25 to right about the 28-yard line. So now here are the Cowboys. Their offense ready to make their way back onto the field. And nothing doing from the offense just yet. Down 10-0 as they come up with first and 10. Shotgun snap for Prescott. That's over the middle and intercepted. Picked off by C.J. Mosley. And his offense is going to be all set up with a short field and a chance to extend their lead.
I would love to see his weapons do a better job, Mike, especially in the middle of the field, getting open in these zones. I just feel like there's been tight coverage, a lot of little windows to throw through, and yes, anytime you turn the ball over, it's on the quarterback, but the rest of this supporting unit needs to do a better job helping him.
The Jets offense getting set to get back to work. They start with the lead and the football. They do so with tremendous field position. It's first and 10. Off the play fake, Rodgers. A hit, and he has lost the football. It's picked up by one of his teammates.
Sometimes these games in the NFL, Mike, they get decided by simply how the ball bounces. I mean, how often do we see a quarterback in the pocket get strip sack, and that ball ends up going the other direction? Fortunately for them, they can regroup, get back in the huddle, and live another day. Ball falls into the hands of his own guy, and they'll see if they can dodge this bullet.
Work to do now as they come up on second and long. Throwing, Rodgers. A pass caught right side by Conklin. Well, they'll get some of the sack yardage back, but it's still going to leave them with third down.
The drag route is such a good way to get the ball early into the hands of your tight end and take some pressure off the quarterback and give him an easy completion. The size and the athleticism allows them to try to pick up more yards, but do it after the catch.
On third down, Rodgers. That is brought in at the 10. And he's going to be taken down.
Third downs, Mike, those are quarterback downs. Those are the downs where you tend to find yourself in a must-pass situation, and that's where the top guys in the league are still capable of overcoming it. So throw the ball downfield, be accurate with the ball. Winning on third downs, that is a recipe for success.
A couple of big plays, one after the other, and now it's first and goal. Here's a run. That's a nice pickup, bringing it down to the 3. Here now, second down and goal. One more time, they give it to Hall. That one only good for a gain of 1 to the 2 to set up third and goal.
And with that run, Mike, even though it brings up third down, it still keeps this offense in what they call a 50-50 downs. It means with the down and distance provided, you can call a run or a pass, and both are equal threats. And that's what makes it so hard for these defenses to defend those situations.
Powering forward, he's in. Reese Hall, touchdown, New York. So on third and goal, they run it in. Sometimes, Greg, that's 4-down territory. They didn't need to do it on fourth down, taking care of it on the third down for the touchdown.
Yeah, and when you find yourself down here this close, Mike, you have to finish these drives off. I'm with you. I think he was going to give his back 2 shots there to punch it in, but he only needed 1.
Extra point try now for Zerline. He's got it. And the Jets move further out in front. It is now 17-0. So after the touchdown at the other end, Zerline is out to kick this one off. This is fielded inside the 5. Now an opening past the 30. And they will finally track him down, but not before he takes this to the other side of midfield. The Cowboys offense ready to take over once again. They're in tremendous starting field position after the kick return. They start with 1st and 10 up beyond midfield. On the play fake, Dak. They'll be forced to just throw that one away. It's incomplete.
You can't fault the quarterback on this one, Mike. He really didn't even have much of an opportunity. By the time he hit the top of his drop and got his eyes downfield, the defense was all over him, and he really had no choice but to just get that ball out of his hand and live to play another snap.
On second down, it's Dak. A pass caught by the veteran. That's Brandon Cooks. And that'll go for a gain of 7, and it's going to set up third down. Prescott. A short throw caught by Ferguson. And he's going to be taken down short of the marker. And that is going to set up an interesting 4th down decision.
Mike, I don't really even think this is much of a conversation. On the plus side of the 50, I think you've got to keep your offense on the field, stay aggressive, and try to maintain possession. You get field position like this, you want to make sure this drive ends with some sort of points.
And that is no good. He missed it. And this will remain a 3-score game.
And this is the danger of trying these long field goals. Remember, Mike, if you miss, the other team gets the ball at the spot of the kick. So it's going to end up setting them up for great field position as they start this next drive.
They'll break the huddle coming up now for 1st and 10. We're going to start this drive on the ground. It's Hall. And he'll get 2 on this one before being taken down. They'll come up on a 2nd down and 8. Two minutes remain here in this first half. We'll come back to MetLife Stadium after this. 2nd down and 8. Rodgers. He'll go underneath here. The running back out of the backfield. It's a pickup of 12. Good for a Jets 1st down.
And now you can see they're really getting in rhythm in this 2-minute drive. Now, after that last completion, Mike, they cross midfield. Now the mindset goes to, all right, we got to come away with some points. They've got a quarterback who's in complete control, and they got to see if they can finish this thing off.
And he'll be taken down rather swiftly after a gain of just 3.
Receiver just finds himself in a really nice groove, and there's these weird times in the game, Mike, where it just seems like every ball comes your way, every play they call, you're wide open, and you just find yourself in one of those grooves that athletes talk about. So they got to continue to ride the hot hand, because right now on that field, there's no mistaking who it is.
And they'll hold him to a gain of just a couple and sets up 3rd down.
And this is where the versatility of the tight end position really starts coming into play. Not only do they have to line up with their hand on the ground, but they can occasionally split out in the slot. And man, they're too fast for linebackers, and a lot of times they're too big for defensive backs.
He's going to take a shot down the field. That is going to be hauled in. He's got it. Malachi Corley. Touchdown, New York. This defense continuing to give up points. Greg, you've been on offenses like this. This has to feel great when you're on a roll like this.
And it's really twofold, Mike. First and foremost, just like you said, every offense in the league works all week. We want to start out fast. We want to establish some early rhythm and play our style of game. They've certainly done that. Now, on the flip side, what does it do to your opponent? It takes them completely out of their game plan, knowing this early in the game, they're chasing points.
Still a little time. Final minute of this first half. We'll see if they can do anything with this kickoff that is coming their way. And he'll be brought down just beyond the 25-yard line. The Cowboys offense going to see what they can do in the final minute of this first half. They'll try to get this a bit more respectable before the break. It has not been their half to this point. Let's see what they do on this drive. 1st down now. From the shotgun, it's Dak. This one caught by CeeDee Lamb. And now the Cowboys going to take a timeout as the clock will stop with 35 seconds to go in this 2nd quarter. So from the 39, they come up on 1st and 10. To throw is Dak. Oh, in trouble. Down he goes. That's a timeout for Dallas. It's their 2nd, as they'll stop it just a little bit over 30 seconds to go in this first half. Second down, Prescott. Catch is made there on the left side by Cooks.
So often, sacks, especially on first down, can be drive killers. But their ability here to take this from second and long to third and short, they've got a really good opportunity here, Mike. If they don't get it on third, don't be surprised if they go for it on fourth.
Prescott on 3rd and 2. And that is incomplete.
For the most part, he's been very accurate with the ball. I mean, he's completing over 60% of his passes, but because they haven't been able to get any big explosive plays, continue to push the ball downfield, hasn't really translated on the scoreboard just yet.
Here's Brian Anger now, as he is on to punt for Dallas. And no return forthcoming. It's a touchback, and will come out to the 20-yard line. They'll come up here, 1st and 10. And they're just going to run it here up the middle. And he'll plow forward for a gain of 4 yards. So we've come to halftime after a very one-sided beginning to this one. As we'll head down the coast now to Orlando. That's where we find Jonathan Coachman ready with our EA Sports halftime report. Coach.
All right, Mike, thanks very much, and welcome in, everyone, to our EA Sports halftime report. We got an excellent first half from the former MVP, Aaron Rodgers. He fired his guys into the lead with 2 first-half touchdown passes as they were looking like a well-oiled machine in the first half of play.
Coach, thank you. Back here on EA Sports as we count down to the kickoff of the second half. Very one-sided first half of action. Will we get a turnaround? Let's find out. The third quarter is underway. Across the 20, they'll mark them down before the 25-yard line. And that's where the offense will take over. So now, Rodgers and the Jets ready to take over once more. And we run you through the highlights here. It has been a very big performance from the quarterback position. Instrumental in leading and executing, and now trying to finish strong and take his team to the finish line. So here's a 1st and 10 now. They'll start from the 24. On the handoff, here comes Hall. And he'll bring this to about the 25. Marquise Bell up to make the stop. Here's a 2nd and 9. From the shotgun, it's A-Rod. Open man downfield is Conklin. A great connection there. They're going to bring it down inside the 35-yard line.
Those are the explosive pass plays that this team is going to continue to mine all day. And you can see pre-snap, the quarterback loved his matchup. He allowed his receiver to work downfield. Perfect throw, and now sets them up to try to see if they can finish this drive off with some points.
A fresh set of downs to work with. It is 1st down and 10. From the gun, Rodgers. That's caught over the middle. It's Wilson. And they're going to be set up right around the 10-yard line.
Not a whole lot complicated about this play, Mike. That was understanding where the holes of the defense were. Remember, in this zone coverage, you got to find green grass. Get past the first down marker, be friendly to the quarterback, and then the ball has to be out on time before those zone defenders can react to the receiver. It's exactly how it played out here. You can draw up all the fancy plays you want, but when the quarterback and the receiver see it through the same set of eyes, it's virtually impossible to stop.
Another run here with Hall. And this time he's in. Reese Hall. Touchdown, Jets. That is second touchdown of the afternoon. Good drive. They kept the ball. Greg, they moved it effectively down the field and finish it off on the ground for the touchdown.
So often, Mike, we see teams work on a great drive to get down here close, only to settle for a field goal. But in this case, give them a lot of credit. They put a great drive together, but they're able to capitalize and finish it off with 6.
Zerline's kick, up and good. And the Jets move out even further ahead. It is now 31-0. So after the touchdown at the other end, Zerline is out to kick this one off. The return starts from the 5. Oh, he's got room past the 30. A good return as he takes it across the 30. The Cowboys offense trotting back out for their first involvement of this second half. They are in need of points in a big way as they set out on 1st and 10. Back to throw is Prescott. And he can't hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. What a good job defensively to meet him just as the ball was arriving. And it'll be second down.
Really nice job there by the defense defending the middle of the field. That is the most valuable real estate on the field. They know every single offense is trying to attack the defense between the hashes. So give credit. They took away all the throwing lanes, and that ball falls incomplete.
Just pushing defenders out of the way as he surges forward for a gain of about 5.
This just shows why you can't count on just one guy to take him down. He's a powerful enough runner. You gotta have guys coming in support when that first hit is made. It takes a team effort to stop him, especially once he gets going.
On 3rd down, Prescott. Got a man, that's Tolbert. A 19-yard pickup there. 1st down, Cowboys.
And up until this point, we haven't seen a lot go their way, but here in the 3rd quarter, they're starting to find some plays. They're starting to get some opportunities. Just got to ask yourself if it's too little, too late.
Pistol now for Prescott. Toward the sideline, that's pulled in by Lamb.
Certainly not the biggest play of the day, but a good example of picking up positive yardage, staying ahead of the chains by a well-timed ball and a well-timed route.
Here's 2nd and 3 to go. Operating from the gun, here's Dak. This one downfield, complete to Cooks. And they're going to be set up in the red zone. They've got it inside the 15.
Whatever they've talked about in the locker room at the halftime break seems to have worked. They've come out with a new established energy. You could see it when they took the field. Now this offense seems to be building on it because with that chunk play, just a little bit of rhythm that they can build off of. They got a long way to go to get back into this game. but so far off to a good start.
And he's close to another first down as he's brought down just shy of the marker.
Bold decision there by this quarterback to attack a guy who's already made you pay for challenging him earlier today. He trusted his guy to not only win, but to defeat man coverage, and I think he got away with one there.
And he'll be close to a first down, a gain of a couple as they mark him just short.
Down in the red zone, design quarterback runs are a handful for defenses to account for, but in this case, give them credit. Not a lot of room to maneuver here for the quarterback, and they keep it to a short gain.
They'll look to pick this up 3rd and a yard. They'll try to run this one in. And he will power his way into the end zone. Rico Dowdle. Touchdown, Dallas. Taking care of business on the ground to get the score. And, Greg, the big guys up front, they deserve some praise on that one.
Absolutely, Mike. And it really only takes one guy to distort the defense and win his block. But in this case, give credit to the entire unit. They did their job, and they reward their offense with a touchdown.
Brandon Aubrey now for the extra point. It's up and good. And the Cowboys are able to edge a bit closer. So now, after the touchdown, out is Aubrey to kick this one away. Set to return is Xavier Gibson. And he is stopped at the 25. The drive will begin there. The Jets offense about ready to take over once more. As we look back at some of the highlights in this one, you'll see a lot of them, Greg, coming from the passing game. They've done a nice job picking the defense apart.
Yeah, and I think that's the right way to say it. It hasn't necessarily been just a bunch of deep shots, a bunch of explosives. It's been more methodical. It's been precise. They've really been all over their execution, and this is about as close to a complete performance as you're going to see from any offense throughout the course of this season.
From the 25, they'll go to work. 1st and 10. To throw, it's Rodgers. He'll find his tight end, Conklin. And he'll be brought down, but not before they get this all the way up near midfield.
Now, this is the epitome of a really short throw and a really nice run after catch. And listen, for a quarterback, it all counts the same. You don't always have to throw the ball downfield to generate explosive plays, and these drag routes can be very, very effective.
So they come to the line for 1st down and 10. Give up the middle with Hall. And nothing on that one. Back to the line of scrimmage, and that is it.
You want to see linebackers play downhill, Mike, meaning there's not a lot of side-to-side pursuit. They're attacking the line of scrimmage, attacking the ball carrier. That's exactly what we saw out of this guy here. He's able to make the stop at the line of scrimmage and keep it to no gain.
Now a 2nd down throw from Rodgers. He'll look underneath for Hall. And he's going to be dropped after a pickup of about 5.
Defensive coordinators preach all the time, play pass defense with vision. It's exactly the case here. They're able to rally to the ball, keep that to a short gain.
Backfield empties. 5 receivers in the formation for 3rd down and 5. Working out of the gun, it's Rodgers. He'll be forced to just throw that one away. It's incomplete.
How often do we see teams kind of nurse these big leads, Mike, especially as the game unfolds? They turn to the ground game. They try to slow everything down. Well, not this offense. They refuse to take their foot off the gas. They're still mining for explosive plays, and Frankly, with the way today's gone, I don't blame him.
The visitors' offense makes their way back out to the field for their next possession. They'll start it here with a 1st and 10. Throwing is Prescott. Fine work defensively. That's going to be knocked away and go down as an incompletion. Sauce Gardner, as good as they come. There to knock that one away. They'll try again here. 2nd and 10. In motion, Lamb. Now a 2nd down throw for Prescott. They'll get maybe 3 out of that one, and it's going to set up 3rd down.
The receiver thought he had a nice soft spot in that zone coverage, and he settles down to give a nice target to the quarterback. But the defense had eyes on him the entire time. Secure rally tackle prevents that from turning into a big play.
A shotgun snap for Prescott. That's over the middle and taken in. He's got it. And it'll be brought down as we tick towards the end of this 3rd quarter. So both teams trade touchdowns in that frame as we get through the end of the 3rd quarter. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL on EA Sports. Line of scrimmage is the 37-yard line for 1st and 10. They'll throw again. Dak. Open man. That's the veteran, Cooks. And he'll be brought down just shy of midfield.
And this is a tricky part of the game for any defense. You find yourself protecting a late lead, and the age-old question is, do you remain aggressive? Do you try to just keep the ball from being thrown over your head and make everything be tackled and played in front of you? That's what every defensive coordinator struggles with, so they can't get too soft here as they try to hold on to this lead here late.
The tackle's going to be made down at the 40-yard line.
These can be tricky situations defensively, right? The game is all but over. Barring something unforeseen, you got this one in the bag, but you still want to finish on a high note. You still want to walk off the field and put an exclamation point on what's pretty much been a dominant performance right from the start.
Prescott again. A short throw caught by Ferguson. After the catch, he gets that forward for a gain of 9.
So the hope is when you call these underneath drag routes, you're trying to have your tight end come out the backside of the defense in space. So when you put the ball on him early, it leads to big yards after the catch. In this case, they don't get the real big play they were hoping for, but they'll definitely take it.
To the air again. Prescott. That's to the middle of the field and caught by Cooks. And this takes him into the red zone. He's brought down inside the 20-yard line.
Well, if it ain't broke, don't fix it. They clearly have a mismatch in their favor, and every time they've looked his way, he's continued to make big plays. If I'm this coordinator, I think I'm giving him one more shot and see if he can push this thing over the goal line and come away with 6.
Again, Prescott to the air. This is caught at the 2. And he'll take it on in. Brandon Cooks. Touchdown, Cowboys. Touchdown here in the 4th quarter, Greg. They have a big mountain to climb, but at least they're technically still alive in this one.
And now, Mike, we're going to see them line up to go for 2. They're going to see if they can get this lead down to 16 points and still give them a chance to fight back here late in the 4th quarter.
Prescott leading the Cowboys to the line for this 2-point try. On the ground, it's Dowdle. And he gets into the end zone for the 2. So it's not over yet. It's back to a 2-score game. So now, after the touchdown, out is Aubrey to kick this one away. Gibson now on the return. And a solid run back there. He'll get this out past the 30-yard line. Following the kickoff, we have an injured player on the field. So as they look at the injured player, we'll take a timeout. Set to go now on 1st and 10. To throw is Rodgers. Over the middle, that's the tight end, Conklin. He's close to a first down to gain a 9. Nice pitch and catch on first down.
When you put plays like this on tape, it sends a message to every defender across the league. When you play this offense and this guy has the ball, you better bring it when you come to contact him, because if not, you're going to be on the wrong end of it.
Shotgun snap and a give to Hall. And that should be enough. He works his way forward to pick up a first down.
This offense, they're not interested in taking the deep shot here. 2nd and short, the way they're running the ball, pound the rock, reset the downs, and just keep the drive alive.
A first down throw from Rodgers. That's a short one taken in by Conklin.
It's not the big play they were hoping for, but first down efficiency, staying ahead of the chains, is what every offense is trying to find, and it brings up a manageable 2nd down.
Here's a 2nd and 6. From the shotgun, it's A-Rod. Over the middle, that's Corley. And they're going to work this down inside the 45.
An interesting decision there by the play caller to put this ball in the air. Mike, you're up by 2 scores. Traditional wisdom says, hey, we're up by 2 scores late in the 4th quarter. We've got to keep this clock moving. You don't want to risk an incompletion. Now, they convert. They're able to secure the catch and pick up a fresh set of downs. That's going to enable them to continue to burn more clock, and without a stop, their opponent's not going to get the ball back.
12 was nice last time, so they did it again. Another 12-yard pickup and another first down.
He had plenty of juice coming across to get the ball, Mike, but he hit a whole new gear after he secured it and began getting vertical. By comparison, it looked like a lot of the defenders who had a shot at him were a little flat-footed and ended up getting burned for a big game.
He'll be taken down after a short pickup. It's at the 27. So 2 minutes left to play in the 2nd half. We'll come back and finish this one off after this. They'll go again with Hall. And he nearly got free. But as it is, gain of 6, and it sets up 3rd down. They'll drop to throw. The pressure, too much, and he goes down. And quickly, the clock stops again. Defense taking the timeout. $1:54 to go. On comes Greg Zuerlein to try the field goal. This from 45 yards away. He is 2 for 2. That kick is good. And the Jets will add to their lead here in the fourth quarter.
And this is what you want. I mean, you clearly have the advantage, but you want to continue to apply pressure. Can you score every time you get the ball? They're able to do that here. They tack on 3 and extend their lead.
And Zuerlein comes back out after making the field goal. He'll kick this one off. Here comes a return from the 3. He'll work his way across the 25-yard line. The visitors' offense getting things in order as they trot out for this next possession. Things not looking good. But see if they get the turnaround going here. They'll start this drive with first down. From the shotgun, it's Dak. The open man is Tolbert. And a big strike for good yardage there all the way up to midfield.
It's been tough sledding for this offense all day today, Mike, but especially here in the second half. So they are just in desperate need of a spark. Just something to get their offense into a little bit of a rhythm if they want to have any chance to find themselves back into this game here late.
Dak going to throw it here on first down. He'll be forced to just throw that one away. It's incomplete.
This is one of those situations that plays directly into the hands of the defense because think, like, they know this offense has to be one-dimensional. This has to be a pass. So what do? They bring in extra defensive backs. They clog up the back end. And at the end of the day, there's just nowhere for the offense to go with the ball.
On second down, it's Dak. To the left side, caught by Lamb. And that'll go for a gain of 7. And it's going to set up third down.
Just take what the defense is giving you. And you can stay ahead of the chains and just take these easy pitch and catch throws underneath, hitch routes, quick game. Now it puts you in a lot more favorable down and distances to eventually attack this defense a little bit more downfield.
Got a man, that's Tolbert. And they're going to move this ball inside the 25-yard line.
This is clinic tape for any young wide receiver out there watching this guy run routes. He has the defender thinking everything is a go ball. Attack him vertically, and then when you get to your route depth, you stick that foot in the ground, you break in, balls on time, results in a nice first down pickup.
Prescott on first down. The pressure gets there, and down he goes. A sack. Jermaine Johnson, the former first-round pick, in there to bring him down.
Defense came out in a soft zone, and I think it caught the quarterback a little off guard. He was trying to attack them downfield. By the time he was able to get through his progression to his check down, he ran out of time, and that's all the pass rush needed to get into the backfield and bring him down.
So this one in the win column for the Jets. They use a little home cooking here. They play a complete football game. They're going to send their fans home quite happy. So that'll do it for us. For Greg Olson and our terrific team behind the scenes, I'm Mike Tirico. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. Follow us on X at EA Madden NFL. It's a win for the Jets as we say goodbye from MetLife Stadium.